Up. Hey, so I obviously have a Kizer here, but I've done some yapping about Grail knives in the last couple of months, and here's one of them right here. I picked this up last summer. I actually finally got my hands on a Kizer Inversion. This is the Dirk Pinkerton Pakal knife, the Kizer version, S35 VN titanium handle. And man, I looked and looked and looked, and I was able to find this one. And I came across several and just never really had enough interest to get it for what they were asking for it and the condition of it. But here's this one. It's got the screws to attach. It's got the Emerson type pocket flipper. So when you pull it out of your pocket, it'll deploy the knife. You can put it on or take it off. And there she is. Oh, yeah. See, it doesn't. You can put that big brass flipper on there. So when you come out of pocket, um, you come out, it'll catch and deploy that blade. But look at the t- topographical milling on the scales. Just cool, man. Let's see the blade. Yeah, look at that thing. Oh, my heart be steel. Man, I tried and tried and tried to find one of these. And then, as it goes, man, if you're patient and don't get goofy, because if I'd have bought another one, I'd have stopped looking for this one. Well, then lo and behold, I come across this one and it's brand new. Yeah, come on. It's got a frame lock, bearings, cage bearings. There it is. Look at that thing. Come on, man. Now, since I started looking for this one, last summer, I mean, it's summer now, but last summer I came across this one, but I also came across the Spyderco version, their Pakal, and I also came across, uh, I was able to get a hold of Dirk Pinkerton, and I got one of his versions before he sold them out, which is basically this knife. He's modified it a little bit, made a few changes, but I was able to get on one of those as well. But I never stopped looking for this Kizer version, and lo and behold, here it is, man. Yeah. Well, of course, I'm going to take it apart, and I think I might put this clip on. So let's pull that out. Let's pull that screw out, and then we'll get all this packaging and stuff out of the way. Yeah, we don't need to be looking at that, but I'll leave this out. You never know. Very cool. I mean, and the action on it is standard Kizer, even with the flipper tab. That's legit. Yeah, so comfortable in hand. Like they did this right, man. You can cap that with the thumb. Extremely confident grip right here. Wonderful self-defense piece. I guess you could cut something with it that way if you wanted to. Yeah, very cool. All right. It's got a thumb flick, and then this version also has this little subdued back flipper back here that works wonderful. That thing is super snappy. Reversible pocket clip. Great tension on it. All right, well, let's get in it. Come on. Yeah, this thing, I've had it for 8 or 9 months and just hadn't gotten around to it, man. It was new in a box, and so I let it be. And finally decided to get after this thing. Let's get in it, get it out of this box, get it into my collection, get it next to Dirk's other piece. Yeah, so this is in backwards. I'm not sure if I can reverse it. If I can, I will. I'm going to assume, well, I wonder if I take a little tension off of that. If I can get that pivot out. Nope. Well, I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna be able to flip it, and I'm gonna pull all my hardware from this side. And if I can't, well, then I'll have to change some stuff. Yeah, I mean, I should have known I could, that it wasn't captured, because I had to get another screwdriver to get it out. So yeah, I'll be able to flip it. And, ooh, it's dirty in here. I'm guessing it's probably just the old grease. It has dried up in here. Funky. Funky. That's all right, though. That's what I'm here for. I'm going to get all that cleaned up. Nice. All right. Well, I think I'm going to use a little ethanol. Only because if that is old grease, that ethanol will get that off of there and leave it with nothing but a brand new surface. That ethanol in that product makes such a good cleaner. I mean, I've harped on it enough on the channel, but yeah, I dig it. I like it a lot. Yeah, my Kizer Inversion. And it was definitely a grail for me. It was one of those that, man, I was just looking and looking. And y'all know, those that hang out enough, y'all know that I have grown my Kizer, especially my older Kizers, to the point of being silly. And so to grow that collection and then not have this inversion, that wasn't working for me. Because I'm a huge fan of Pakal style knives. And so I had to have one. Same with the Spyderco. Now, on the Spyderco, I have the knife and I dig it a lot. But I didn't get the trainer. And so I've been struggling with, should I get the trainer? Because, man, they want as much money for that trainer as they want for the knife. And so that has held me back, man. Yep. Yeah, there was some old crud in these bearings. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna oil them up real quick, and then I'm gonna wipe them off again. Just because if they have old, funky grease, they could be like sludged up where the balls are. So I'm going to let them sit. I'll wipe them off before I reassemble the piece. And then I'll re-oil them. All right. Well, I think we're good. I think we've got it all. The action was really good, so I'm not looking to change the action, I don't think. Yeah, we're going to come in from the other side now. internal stop pin on the S35. I'm going to go ahead and clean these one more time just to make sure they're not bound up with some old grease or something. All right. That stop pin's coming out of there. That press fit stop pin. That may be why I got such a good deal on the knife. I will say that it doesn't really matter. The knife won't rock at all, even if that is loose, because it's not loose sideways. It's just loose in and out. So I could take that out and try to wrap it and pound it back in there to hold it tight. But I pressed it with my fingers and it appears to hold pretty good when I push it in there. Let me try to reversing it. Yeah, it's not a pin issue, it's the blade issue. I think I'm going to tap it with my little hammer real quick. Yeah, just a little tap. See if I can set it in there. Yeah, that did it. All right. Oh man, is that smooth. Woo. Now, if that doesn't transfer to the action on the knife, I may take it apart again and I'll check that lock bar. I'll see what's going on with it. Is it too tight? What, you know what I mean? I'll check it. But if the action runs well, I think I'll just be satisfied. Leave it be. Because there is a lot of tension on that lock bar. Yeah, I didn't need any assist or anything coming in from this side. Yeah, that sounded good. Whew. The T6? It is. And check that action. I've got balance now. I've got this screw in the back. So I should be able to run that action and see what it's capable of now. I mean, it's really locked up tight. I just wonder if I'm not over tight. I think it's this lock bar. I mean, it's really hydraulic. It's very snappy. I may, I'm 2 screws away from checking it. So I'm going to look at where we're lining up here. Just on the inside of that right there. I'm going to pull it and just see where it's at. 2 screws, and then I'll be able to look at it. Yeah, there's not really any room there for me to go messing around with that. So it is what it is. We're going to run with it. I mean, it's super hydraulic. It's very smooth. Make sure I'm not too tight. I mean, maybe I was. Make sure we don't have any wiggle. Yeah, no, it's solid as a rock. I mean, one of the things with this knife, and it goes right in the same era with these older Kizers, is the fit and finish, the knockdown on everything here is just wonderful. I mean, this thing is so comfortable in hand. Yeah. And this grip here, oh, it's money. Yeah. Let's talk about the action, and then I may come back and we'll try this. We'll try this flipper tab. I mean, it's a B plus to an A minus. It's very hydraulic. I dig it. The back flipper is wonderful. That's where I keep gravitating to. But it's got a nice thumb flick. And the Spidey flick works really well as well. That reverse flick. Yep. Let's check the lock. And let's talk about the ergonomics. So I can go here, but this isn't what it's made for. I can go here, but that's not what it's made for. But I can grip it there. But this is the money shot, this reverse Pakal grip. So can dig and pull. And so this, from a defensive weapon posture, I just don't know that anything can measure up to a Pakal knife like this. Now it doesn't afford itself a whole lot to attacking, because from that grip, you got to get up close and personal, where if you were here, you could reach out and keep somebody at arm's length. Well, from this, you're kind of in tighter. You're fighting in tighter. But I'm not looking to attack anybody. I'm looking to defend. And oh my goodness, this thing, yeah, wonderful. So I really like the ergonomics, the topographic milling, the tiered milling on there feels wonderful in hand, very comfortable. The fit and knockdown on this knife is excellent. Yeah, very cool. And I like the size. I mean, it's a perfect handful. Can just cap it with the thumb. Wonderful. Not so confident, very confident. Yeah, this thing's very confident. Wonderful in hand. Check that pocket clip. Standard jean size material. Yeah, it's really smooth. So it's smooth on the back of the clip, and the titanium is smooth. So it's got a fair piece of tension, but it's so smooth that it's not really gripping. And it does run the thicker material as well. Leaves less than maybe a half an inch sticking out. Nice refined. Doesn't reveal anything menacing or large. And these screws do aid in getting it out of the pocket. I think what I am going to do is I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to cross hatch across the back of this clip so that it'll bite better into pants. Okay, so I've got the clip off, and if you look, you can see how absolutely smooth and refined and polished that is. Well, I mean, it's on the back side of a clip, so you'll never see it, but being all smooth like that, it's not good for being a pocket clip. I've got my little fine diamond file here, and so I've already cross-hatched that. And one of the things I wanted to try, I want to try one of my big metal files on it. Okay, so I've got this really aggressive round file. Because the more aggressive those lines are going across there, the better that clip will hold against material. I mean, maybe. I've got another one I'm going to try. Okay, I've got just a standard aggressive, not that, this. Hold on. I mean, they all seem to be finishing about the same, but I'll be honest, these metal ones versus this diamond one, the metal ones seem to be polishing what this diamond one did. Yeah, the diamond feels rougher, so I'm going to go with that right there. I think the diamond is a rougher file. It doesn't feel like it there, but maybe it's because it's against that hard titanium. All right, let me put it back together. All right, it's all back together, and I could barely lift it off of there. Oh, yeah. All the difference in the world, man. Yeah, that thing's locked in the pocket now. Wonderful. Yep. I mean, if I went tumbling down a hill and had to jump up in a fight against a grizzly bear, I could get this out of my pocket because it would still be in my pocket when I got to the bottom. Yeah, man. Pretty cool. All right, let's check it for safety. Make sure we can't contact that blade anywhere. Nah, there's no contact in the blade there, and the tip is well recessed back up in there. So the clip is good, tip is good, and I can handle a knife any way I want. As long as it's closed, I'm not going to catch the sharp part. Let's check that detent on the closed side. Yeah, there's no shaking that knife out of there. It's got wonderful little detent. We already checked the lock. So I think what's left is how sharp that S35 is. Yeah, it's crazy sharp. And it's got a claw of a tip. Very, very pokey. Wonderful. So the ability of that to dig in, yeah, wonderful. I dig it. Great job. I'd love to talk to you about price and availability, but I mean, I think what I will do is, so at the time of the video, I'm going to search and see if I can find one of these. And if I can, how much is it? Yeah, no such luck. I couldn't find any. All right, well, the Kizer Dirk Pinkerton designed Inversion S35 milled titanium Pakal. Yeah, pretty cool. I am not going to put this on. Yeah, I'm going to leave it be. All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate you watching and getting to a look at one of my grails with me. But, man, I was so happy when I found this. I couldn't wait for it to come in, right? Very cool. All right, appreciate y'all.